What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Friday. Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me across all socials on our Discord channel, which is free to join, bettingpros.com/chat, and, well, everywhere on socials. This podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Thank you to everyone who's been posting in the Discord channel, telling me you've been ordering your Omaha Steaks either as a gift for somebody or for yourself. Very much appreciate the support, guys. That's a great way of giving back to the podcast and showing us what you guys are doing, appreciative, money I'm making you, and whatnot. So we are very thankful. OmahaSteaks.com. If you want to go there, use JUICE at checkout to save $30 off the already 50% off savings across the site right now at omahasteaks.com. Promo code JUICE at checkout to save you $30 extra. Minimum purchase may be required. Okay, 1-2 night last night. However, if you bet the personal plays, which I talked about on the podcast yesterday, we had a big night in hockey. Puck line Bruins cashed. Nashville, Minnesota over 1.5 cashed. That game over Minnesota cashed. Jersey and Philadelphia over 6.5 cashed. Edmonton money line cashed. Okay. You know what didn't cash? Winnipeg, Vegas, first period under 2-0 Vegas. That didn't cash. The teaser, we got Dallas right, 2.5. The total should have gone the other way. Should have gone down, gone over. Instead, I went up and went under. Didn't get there. Lost that. 1.2 units down on that. And then Creighton, the team total came in. We got that. So it was a down 1.2 unit night last night. So back to being down 1.8 on the week here onto a Friday. I am going to give you a couple of personal plays, 2 official plays, and then head to Saturday where we will have a ton, and I mean a ton of things to bet on for college football, hockey, and whatnot. So I have an NBA play, and I have a college football play for you guys, plus personal plays I'll explain in hockey and others. Quickly, on the Discord channel, at some point before Oregon kicks off, I very well might take Oregon to win it all at 5-1. All right, I got to just play this out a little bit more in my mind. Michigan 10-1, Florida State 10-1, Oregon 5-1. Is that the best play? Is that the next play to make here for the futures? The thought is Georgia wins, they're in. Michigan wins, they're in. Florida State wins? Don't know. That's the problem. Oregon wins, you'd have to think that they're in after avenging their loss, Pac-12 champ. So rather than bet Oregon money line and lay heavy juice, I think betting Oregon to win it all gives us a 5-1 return and 5 units to play with to hedge off if we want. But I'm trying to get both championship finalists, Michigan, Oregon, for it all, okay? Potentially. Or Georgia versus Michigan, which is possible. But if Alabama beats Georgia, now what? Now we're dealing with a whole different, chaos. So still got to play this out, but just know on the Discord channel, you should open your notifications. I at everyone when I am going to make a play. It'll be before the game kicks off, obviously, because the odds will come down and change. If Oregon wins it all, their numbers will change. 5-1 right now at plus 500. I might do that, so get on the Discord channel, and I may be able to tell you guys what I'm doing with that if I'm taking Oregon. But what am I doing officially? Okay. Officially, I'm taking the first half over. 33. Why? The Ducks scored 25 points per game in the first half. On the road, away from home, they scored 22.6, number 3 best in the country. Washington, 24 points per game in the first half on average. They averaged 26.8 points at home, on the road rather, away from home. Number 1 in the country. Now, you might go, well, Matt, wait a minute. Oregon's defense is pretty good. Yeah, I think Washington's going to have something for him in this game, okay? I think the game's going to go over, but I think I'd rather sit there and say, okay, I like both teams to score in the first half. I think both teams to move the football, even though Washington's had a tough time moving the football against other opponents of late. I think Michael Penix Jr. and company, I think they come out slinging. And look at, Oregon might score 28 points themselves in the first half. It's possible. I don't think Washington's going to stop Oregon at all in this game. So officially, I'm going first half over 33 for 1.1 units. Personally, team total Oregon, over 38.5 points. It's high. It's a big number, but I like it to go over. I'm going to bet Oregon in game. I'm going to hope Washington scores a touchdown, and at some point we're tied, and maybe I get less than 10. I would love to get 7 in game. 10's too high. Even though I think Oregon covers, they've been a cover machine. Everyone's on Oregon. I'm concerned about that. I think Washington might be in this game. I think Washington's going to have a say here. I don't think they're just going to go quietly like everybody thinks and they're going to get annihilated. I think Washington and Michael Penix Jr. and those receivers for the Huskies, I think they're going to move the ball. Allegiant Stadium, Dome, 50-50 crowd, team total, Oregon, over 38.5, personal play. And then in-game, I want the Ducks I want the Ducks -7. That's what I'm looking for, in-game. I get the Ducks -7, I'm taking Oregon. Now, not betting money line, maybe plus 500 on Oregon to win it all, okay? That may be the way I play this game out, okay? So those are the bets. The only official play I am making is first half over 33 for the Ducks and the Huskies. First half of the Pac-12 championship game here in Vegas, over 33 points. Second bet, and the only second bet I am making today. Jamal Murray is going to play. By all accounts, he's going to play against the Suns on the road. The total is 224. I'm a little surprised. The total seems to be a little bit low, to be quite honest. If you look at the way, and Jamal Murray is questionable, Aaron Gordon is questionable, but now if Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon are not in this game, you can punt out of this, okay? If you don't like that, they're not playing, I would, okay? But officially, I'm going to come in, I'm taking the over 224 for these two teams because, well, I think we're going to get a lot of offense here. And I think if you look at the way that Denver's playing with Jamal Murray on the court, they score. They score a lot. On the road this year, Denver is just 8-2, or they're 8-2 to the under on the road. However, the huge chunk majority of that came from a long road trip in the middle of November without Jamal Murray playing. They played at Houston and went under. They went New Orleans and went under. They went Detroit and went under. They went Houston again and went under. Went the Clippers and it went under. But in the first game back with Jamal Murray, at home, mind you, but the first game back, they scored 134 points, went over by 40.5 points. They're a different team with Jamal Murray on the court. And now here's the Suns, okay? The Suns at home this year are 7-1 to the over. The Suns are going to play the way the Suns are going to play. They want to play fast, up-tempo. They want to run. I'm going over 224 with Jamal Murray playing. I like it a lot. Over 224, Suns and the Nuggets. Now, I also like money line. It's 125. I'm going to take a flyer bet overnight that Jamal Murray's playing. Money line Nuggets. But if he's not playing, then you don't have to bet that. It's a personal play. I can't make it official because it's too big of a question mark for me to bet it officially. But I do like the Nuggets to win the game, and it's a short price at money line. Forget the spread. Money line Nuggets at -125. Just win the game. So I think that's a good add-on if you want. But, okay, so the two official plays for today. That's it. There's two, okay? First half over, Oregon, Washington, 33, 1.1 units. And over 224 for Nuggets, Suns for the game at 1.1 units, -110 for those two teams, okay? The unofficial hockey play is the New Jersey Devils on the puck line against San Jose on a back-to-back. Every book except FanDuel and South Point are at 2.5. 2.5. Forget the puck line of 1.5. Puck line's 2.5. But I'm going to lay it at 166. I'm laying it. I laid it basically yesterday. I'm laying it again here today. -166, 1.5. Not 2.5. 1.5. Devils, -1.5 against the Sharks. It's a personal hockey play. I hit it yesterday. 3-0 win for the Bruins. Betting it again here against the Devils. And yeah, that's the only two hockey games. That's the only personal hockey play I've got going today. So it's that. All right. So officially, first half over, Pac-12 championship game, Suns Nuggets over 224 for those two official plays. But unofficial, I'm looking at team total over 38.5 for Oregon. In-game number less than 10, hopefully 7 for Oregon. against Washington and maybe a plus 500, 5-1 national championship bet coming in the Discord channel. That would be official if I made it later in the Discord channel today for us here for the national championship. If Oregon, that price, I'm close to betting it. I very well might bet it for us here to add on to another future bet for the national championship college football playoffs. We already have 2. Maybe try to get 3 of the 4 with Georgia being in there, being the one that we're not going to bet because the prices are too short. So we'll see. Short day, huge Saturday. I mean, huge Saturday coming for bets. 6-7 units in play coming up on Saturday. Looking forward to that, making those bets official. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. The Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.